Hello and welcome back to the channel. I am your host Tyrant, and today is a video that I have been looking forward to doing for quite a while. I have my very own Brigandine. Yes, this here is a Brigandine made by Steel Mastery, and they made this for me for the main channel stuff. And I've been looking forward to this for quite a while. Now, this is my very own Brigandine, and I thought in today's video, why not customize it? Why not make it a little bit more personalized to me rather than just, stock standard template stuff? Now, from a quick glance, you may be thinking this is the same as Shad's, but it's actually got a lot of small little minute differences. First up, the material used is a little bit different. Shad's is, well, first off, it has a different color as well. This one is a very true Tyrant thread, a very dark red, whereas Shad's is a little bit more purpley. The fabric on this is also different, just different. His is more of like a felty type fabric, and this one feels a bit more, I don't know my fabric, so I don't know how to describe I don't know how to describe this one. Next up, the rivets. The rivets that are being used on this one are different to Shad's. Shad's ones are steel nails. These ones are much more like leather rivets that I use in my own leather crafting. These rivets on these buckles also are much larger than Shad's ones. Then, I actually think there's more rivets on this one. I think on Shad's ones, there are actually less rivets. On these ones, there seems to be a lot more. Maybe that's just because they're smaller, I'm not sure. So there's a couple of little small differences like that. Things like the color, things like the rivets, how many rivets, and then on top of that, obviously, this one is made to fit me rather than Shad. So this one is also made of foam. This one is a foam brig. The brig that I've been wearing on the main channel for the last month, 2 months, maybe 3 months, however long it's been, is actually made out of steel. It's very heavy, and sometimes in the middle of videos it can get very hot, and it wears you out a lot more than I would like. So I made sure that this one was made of foam, so it's a lot more lightweight. Doesn't offer as much protection, obviously, but reserving my stamina for videos, I think it's a good trade-off. But that pretty much sums up everything about the brig as it stands right now. Now, right now it is Saturday night. It is Saturday night right now, and I've got to film on Monday. So I need this thing done by then. So I need to get this video done, at least filmed, before Monday. So let's get started. First up, let's go through the leather that I'm going to be using. So here are some different types of leather that I have. Now, I have varying thicknesses, varying sizes and shapes and colors for the most part. Now, the one that I'm planning on using is this brown leather. It's a beautiful brown leather. I used it in the holster video. It's just it's a really premium leather, and I really like it. So this is probably what I'm going to be going with. But I did want to show you guys that I also have stuff like this, which is a little bit cheaper, but it's a nice big hide. However, this thing has a lot of thickness. Now, that's why this is a good leather. So if I wanted something a bit more protective, let's say, I could use this big thick stuff. Then if I wanted something a little bit more larpy, I guess, where I just wanted a nice rogue look, mercenary look, this leather here, very light, very thin. It's only about 2 to 3 millimeters, and it's very cheap as well. But I'm just going to be using this premium brown leather for the brig because it has good properties. I like the look of it, I like the color of it, and because of this treatment on the outside, it does have some waterproofing capabilities, which I like. So let's use this for today's video. Now, when it comes to the templates for the the pieces that I want to make for the shoulder, I have all of my scraps in this particular box here, all my leather scraps. For example, this was my first iteration of a shoulder piece. This was back on my red brig, my red gambeson, I should say, that was a little bit too short. So I keep all of this stuff in case I need these templates for later. So here I have some van braces. Now these are the well, these ones aren't, but these are the templates for the van braces that I wear. These are very good as van braces, but they also make really good shoulders. Now these are the same templates that I used, custom modified, for my current red brig when I updated the design. Now this one here is actually from Nate's, because I was the one who made his shoulders on his gambeson. So as you can see, this is the template from that. So what I'm thinking of doing is combining basically my version 2 and version 3 into a version 4 for the brig. I think that'll look the best. Something a little bit like this, where if we can layer them together, something like that, I think that will give me a good mix. So these are the templates I'm going to be using for today's video. Let's get started. Now, something I forgot to mention at the beginning was an important aspect that I needed these shoulders to have over previous iterations, and that was I didn't want them to permanently attach to the Brig or Gamson or whatever. And the reason why is because in all my iterations so far, I've had what I would call the Darth Vader problem, and that is that I can't actually raise my arms above my head because the shoulders would get in the way. And that was because they were permanently attached to the gambeson. Now, the reason why they were permanently attached was simply because to hold this sort of shape, they needed to be attached. So what I did this time, instead of permanently attaching it, was adding all these cords that can wrap at various points around the shoulder to keep that contoured, contoured shape, but at the same time allows me to actually have full mobility of my arms. It's a really important point. I forgot to mention it at the beginning, but now you know why. But these are pretty much done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach them quickly, and then why don't we go back to Shadowversity and see how it looks in the full kit. See how everything looks when it's all done. Let's go. But that is going to be all for today's video. I genuinely hope you enjoyed. Remember to like and subscribe, leave a comment down below, and I'll see you in another video. Have a good one. Bye.